And I am here. Boom. Alright, so welcome people, welcome back to the MG Sports TV. Banker job. Anyways, big up people, massive respect. We're gonna do this is actually the preview show. The preview show? Yeah, the preview show. For the Schoolboy football match day. Well, preview and review. Review match day 12, preview match day 13. Is that right? Let me check if that's right. Let me check if that's right first. Let me check first. I might get it wrong, you know, people. Okay, so it's actually review match day 13. So let me fix that. Review match day 13 and preview match day 14. So definitely. So let me see if I have up on something there. Match day 13 review and match day 14. Good. So we're good with that. We're good with that. Anyways, as you come in, people, just smash the like button. Please do so as you come in. So you're lucky at my live. Big up. Big up, you're lucky. We know say always here. I know you look out for this. Alright, so people, this won't be a long show. Again, maximum 40 minutes. Not even so much because I go far today. I was looking at the Wolmer's game, but I do think I've never been to the north side. And I look on going to the north side today because tomorrow I will also be covering another DaCosta Cup game. Unfortunately, the game where everybody are talking about, I'm never get to go. I won't be able to go, people, unfortunately. So, big up everybody who's coming in. Massive respect. Althea Carter said, yeah, big up. So we're going to just go straight tonight, people. As you know, time is against me. Because me if you go, just don't want to show, do some updates, some uploads. Whole pass up me I do, people. Me I tell you, me definitely have to get, me don't know, me don't know if you guys know any school kids who are interested in video productions and all those type of things. I want to do some interim work. Is that interim? Something where you don't have to get paid. But you don't have to travel. You don't need to travel. You just stay in comfort at home and you do everything. And that help me. And I will say go if me can get some, but for now, I'm broke. But I say go. Anyways, big up people. Let's get straight into the details of things. Massive respect. Really appreciate it. As you guys can see, our sponsors right below me right here, SAP Sports. You can check out their latest sporting gears, specifically football. Socks, nice socks. Gears, nice gears. You can get the printed gears as well. Get everything at SAP Sports, people. Get it. Casual wear as well, so you will get it, definitely. Alright, so let's get to the meat of the matter. A few people in the comment section. Yoloki said, where are you going? Yoloki said, internship. Good, internship. Altia said, I can. Altia, contact me via Instagram, please. It's MG Sports Media. Contact me via Instagram. So we can discuss it. Me need some help. Me I tell you that me need some help. Me alone I do everything and me I tell you tired. Tired. Mad. I need some help. Alright, so we're going to kick off it straight, people. As you know, we're going to kick off with the games that played yesterday. So I think this is the group, so we're going to start off. So basically, we're on Manning Cup already, so why not start off with Manning Cup? So apparently there's a few games. Let me do something, people. Twitter, let me jump on the Twitter. Let me jump over to Twitter. I think I'll go to my profile. Get the updates right away. Alright, so these are the games for the Manning Cup. Hopefully you guys are seeing it quite good. So these are the games I played yesterday for the Manning Cup. We have Bridgeport losing out to Tivoli 1-0. That game played at Dumble Holding. We have Ace Lassie defeating Heated Dalton 4-0. We have Charlie Smith defeating Vauxhall 1-0. We have a draw between Campion and Excelsior. I thought they said that game kind of get old off because of the weather condition. Jose Marty defeating Clancarty 2-0. And Kingston Tech defeating Cumberland. Unfortunately, there was a big incident happened at I think it's Kingston Tech yesterday. So definitely my condolences to the families of that student. And what I really don't know what kind of society we're turning into. We are vile. We are very vile and savage. There's another game, late edition. Yalas drew with Seafort. I think that's the DaCosta Cup. Is that DaCosta Cup? Yeah. So let me continue. Let me run through again. So let me see the DaCosta Cup games now. So these are the DaCosta Cup games. Kelly's Thompson Town game that was postponed. Edwin Allen CC game that was postponed. So that game now, people, is going to be played tomorrow at Foga Road. That game will be played tomorrow at Foga Road. And guess what, people? That is the game I'm likely to be at. That is the game. Then me say, that is the game that I'm going. So unfortunately, I do apologize, Charlemont. Charlemont will be playing against Dintel in a big battle, top of the table clash battle at Charlemont. That game will play at Charlemont. I wouldn't mind Dintel the rest of them players. I make Charlemont flag them. But anyways, any win I win for me. Then be lost out to Olaba 3-2. Titchfield defeated Fear Prospect 3-1. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's everything. Oh, that's it. Strange. Okay, so that is it, people. So we covered the games that were played yesterday. So we're gonna move on now to the games that we will be seeing today. So we're gonna start off with the Manning Cup games first and foremost. So let's move to the next match day, which is today. I don't think there's a lot of Manning Cup games playing today. I don't think that there's a lot of, my apologies, people. Next match day. Okay, so they moved the game. So there's no Manning Cup game playing today? No. I know that there should be a game played today. Okay. My apologies. I don't know why this website do that to me. So there's 2 games tentatively playing today in Manning Cup. We have Camperdown going up against Wolmer's and St. Catherine going up against Holy Trinity. Now, based on what I'm seeing, it would have seemed as if Camperdown lose this game, that will be hit for them. So let me go and look at that group. Let me look at that group. Let me have a look at that group. So if Camperdown lose this game against Wolmer's, they will be stuck because there are 6 teams in this group, and I do think that the groups with all groups have 6 teams. They won't be able to vie for best third place. I'm looking at this group. Idle. If Camperdown loses, that's it for them. That is it for them. A bad start of a campaign. I can't remember last time campaign had such a bad start. I remember that the first game. This is the second leg. The second leg called second leg. These are the second leg being played. The first leg Camperdown lose out to Wolmer's already. So it's not a good look. People drop your predictions for this one. You're looking at Wolmer's 2, Camperdown 1. I think that is a fair assessment. I believe that's a very, very fair assessment. A very fair assessment, you're lucky. I honestly agree with that. That's a very fair assessment. I'm gonna go with that as well. I'm gonna say Camperdown 2-0. No, Wolmer's 2-0. My apologies. Then we have St. Catherine versus Holy Trinity. This is gonna be at Prison Oval. That's quite close. That game will end in 3-1. I'm gonna say 3-1. That game is gonna end 3-1. Let me move now to the next match day, which is going to be the games tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do the preview as well. And there's a lot of games being played tomorrow, people. A lot of games played tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna leave tomorrow preview for later this evening. People. I think that's much more of an interesting show. I might be going far. Maybe I really consider, Alright, so I'm going to leave tomorrow's show. I'm going to leave tomorrow preview for later show, people. I think that's better. I think it's better if we do that. So we can have a longer show. You look at Catching 2, Trinity 1. So people, tomorrow games will be left for preview later. So we can have a more elongated show. We can run through everything with time. Like right now, because these games that I'm previewing are the games for today. So let's jump over now to the DaCosta Cup games. Let's jump over to the DaCosta Cup fixtures, people. This is for today, Friday. Quite a few games still. I don't think it's a lot. Oh, actually it is. It is quite a few. Let me find the groups for the DaCosta Cup as well. So let's start now. You're lucky. You don't know, say you are the prediction king when it comes on to this. O'Neal said it's catching 4-0. Big beating. big beating. Alright, so let me jump. Let me continue. Let's go. DaCosta Cup now, people. We're gonna start off with Green Pan versus Anchovy. Green Pan 3-1. I'm gonna say Green Pan 3-1. Green Pan so far having a better season. Anchovy at the bottom of the table concede 22 goals so far. So I'm gonna say Green Pan. They start off quite well. Malden versus Carnal. Carnal really need to set an example. Carnal need to set an example. I'm not sure what is going on with Carnal, but it's a must that Carnal definitely make an example out of one of these schools to say, hey, we are still in the race. We are still gunning. We are still looking. You look at Carnal 3, Malden 1. You look at Green Pan 3, Anchovy 0. I'm going to say Carnal 5. I say Carnal 5-0. I think Carnal are going to use this as an example. I'm going to use Malden and say, hey, we're still in this. We're still gunning. I'm going to say 5. O'Neal said, well, catching beat them 3-0 already. And we are getting better, so it look like a 4. That's what I'm going to Carnal a big beat. I think so. Green Island versus Hope. Well, let's have a look at that zone. Green Island versus Hope. Well, both teams, Hope 0 points. I'm going to Green Island 3-0 for that one. Merlin Atty versus Rossies. Merlin Atty versus Rossies. Merlin Atty conceded 19 goals versus a team who scored 19 goals. Rossies 4-0. It can be worse. It can be worse, people. You don't know, so I don't really predict big bean. So I'm not going to predict nothing but just over the top. Even though it can happen. But I'm just not going to do it. I have to show respect to the schools. You look at Green Pan 3, Anchovy 0. Green Island 2, Oakland 0. Rossi 7, Atty 0. O'Neal said Green Island and Hopewell will draw 0-0. You look at Cedric 3, Mushet 0. Interesting. Let me see the group. I love looking at the group now because the group give a good idea. Oh yeah. I think that's fair. I'm going to say 4-0. Spot Valley versus Herbert Morrison. Spot Herbert Morrison 2-1. Let me continue. Belair versus Belfield. Interesting group. Interesting. I think both teams. Belair versus Belfield. That's the Manchester group. Belair versus 2-2. Me I say 2-2. Belair versus Belfield. Me I say 2-2. Manchester versus Mount St. Joseph. Manchester 4-0. Manchester 4-0. You look at Spot Valley 1, Herbert 2, Belair 2, Belfield 2. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a fair result. Alston versus Ormwood. Let me go to that group. Alston, Ormwood 3, Alston 1. Ormwood 3, Alston 1. Then we have Thompson Town versus Lennon. Interesting. Lennon on 3 points, Thompson Town on 1. Lennon 2-1. No, Lennon 2-0. Marcus Garvey versus Oraka Bessa. Let me scroll down to that group. Marcus Garvey, the bottom of the table. Oraka Bessa on 6 points. Oraka Bessa 2-0. They don't score a lot of goals. So I'm going to say Oraka Bessa 2-0. Let me continue. I'm looking at the comment section. Manchester 8, Mount St. Joseph 0. You look, he said Homewood 3, Alston 0. Lennon 2, Thompson Town 0. Guys, please remember to smash the like button, people. We have over 15 persons watching and only 4 like. Yeah, interesting. This a play a Draxall too. So the York Castle Ocherius game is the game that I had a lot of interest in today. York Castle Ocherius. York Castle on 7 points, Ocherius on 6. That's the game I had a lot of. So Oraka Bessa Marcus Garvey. Oraka Bessa 2-0. That's at Draxall. Then we have York Castle versus Ocherius. This is an interesting one, people. York Castle versus Ocherius. Mm. I'm gonna say 2-2. I'm gonna say a draw. It looked too even to me. To me, it looks a lot. It looked too even. You like I said, York has a 3, Oterius 2. It looked too easy even to me. I'm gonna say 3-3. I'm gonna 3-3 because goals are gonna score. Both teams are scoring goals. So goals are gonna score another one there. I'm gonna say 3-3. Oterius scored 7 goals when they concede as well. York has also concede. And York has scored 8 goals. I'm gonna say 3-3. Me think this game have draw written all over it. Then we have Olaba versus Tatius Golden. Olaba versus Tatius Golden. Port Esquivel Sports Club. Olaba versus Tatius Golden. Let me have a look at that group. Tatius Golden is at the bottom of the table. Olaba on 6 points. Olaba 3-1. I'm trying to find a game close to me, but I haven't covered the team as well. Central versus Denby at Effortville. 2-1 Central. 2-1 Central. Then Kempshill versus Veer. Kempshill versus Veer. I'm going to say Veer 3-1. Kempshill start off good against Garv Massey, but I don't know what happened. Why did not pick up back that the form there? Olaba 3 goal in 1. Denby 2, Central 2. You look at Veer 3, Kempshill 1. So me still a 1 then people because the thing is I want to go to a game in which I am likely to reach back in time. I'm likely to reach back in time for the show later. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to balance a game where I can come back to see the show later. That's definitely what I'm trying to do, people. I'm trying to find a game where we can balance. Somewhere close to the Spanish Town area. The catching game, yes, but me try to cover catching already. And I had a lot of interest in the York Castle Ocherius game. Then That's going to be played over at Mount Pleasant Academy. Let me see the other games. Belair versus Belfield. It's too far. So the closest game in my region are let me see. I think the Olaba game. I think that's in close proximity as well. Olaba game is in close proximity. But the York Castle, that's a way of St. Ann. One of that far. Would I consider that far? I think I would consider that far as well, you know. I think that would have considered far as well. Yellow said, what time is the Ochi game? Same 3:30. The Ochi game at 3:30. All the games I'm seeing so far are 3:30. All the games today are 3:30. All the games are 3:30. What I might do, I might just link Unseen and see if Unseen I got the Ochi game. So it would make no sense we got a game there. Alright, so let me have a look at the Manning Cup game then. I'm going to look at the Manning Cup game, people, and see. The Manning Cup game, I want to play a Prison Oval, which is the St. Catherine versus... You know, I think I'm going to do the St. Catherine game. Alright, the man... A two good game, you know, but people me confused. I tell you the truth, me confused. Because Woolman's Camperdown game is also a good game. Woolman's Camperdown game is also a very, very good game to go. And I have never covered a Camperdown team. I've never covered Camperdown team so far. Camperdown fighting for their life. Football is funny, you know. What if, remember that Mona give Camperdown what 9. Mona give Wolmer's 3. And imagine if Camperdown turn on and beat Mona. Wolmer's, me fi say. That would be funny. That would be really, really funny. That would be really, really funny. Football is a weird, weird game. You look at Goddy Woolman's game. Kareem started, no, you not come over Olaba yet. True. Me not got the Olaba game, but I've never been to the Port Escoville. Me not sure which part of the stadium there. Is it on the school compound? Me not sure. How far is it from the school? So I'm going to need some clarity on that. I'm going to need some clarity on that. Is it one drive away from Spanish Town? Like if I take a taxi in a Spanish Town, would the car go straight to the playing field? You look like go to Woolman's game. I'm not sure. So me still at this side. Me still at this side. So me go get ready now to leave out. So by the time me done ready, me make up my mind. But me normally like for today, I would like to go to a game that is quite closer to me. Even though I see same thing every day because I still have to come and try to catch the evening show. Nande said come St. Catching game. St. Catching versus it's a try no late. Exactly. Me no want late for the show later. And sometimes when we left again them, by the time I reach at the show, tired. Tired. A lot of people look at me and say, no for time, I'm tired. So here we go, people. Now close off now. And by about a couple minutes from now, we will decide. By the time we done ready, my mind supposed to make up. Which game me I go. By the time we done ready, my mind probably make up by then which game me I go. But normally me look for convenience because even for example like Olaba game. I've been to a Olaba game. I've been to a Olaba, even a Tatia's game. But the problem is the problem that I'm having is I'm not sure if I can take a taxi from Spanish Town or end up at the Olaba field. So for example, St. Catchy, if I take a vehicle from which one am I there right now? Me drop right at Prison Oval. So easier. Karim Stewart said, big up Karim Stewart. I know everybody love Whisper and all, but there are players that nobody's talking about. Malachi Douglas. That is the reason why you don't only listen to the big media, because they only highlight who they see. So for example, as you can look here. Look, I wanted to look right here. This player right here, this Cornell College player right here. Let me see if I right place me a point. This Cornell College player right here. Let me check if I right place me a point. His name is Kamali Powell. Top quality. Me now ask the question. Top quality player. We are here to talk about Kamali Powell. We are here to discuss Kamali Powell. You know why? Because no media is covering football at them places. Nobody now cover football in places. Nobody now discuss that because nobody now see them players there. So who you see on TV? Casey get TV game. JC get TV game. Georges get TV game. Calabar get TV game. And these schools aren't getting TV game. Stats have a player. Omar Reed. Wicked man. Wicked man. Nobody now see him. Tarrant, number 10. Wicked. Nobody now see him. I remember my name. Catching number 10. Wicked. wicked man. But nobody now see him. So, the media, so when you hear Sports Max cover one game, all the discussion are going to cover those players and little less of the players that are not being seen. So, what I do, I go to the games that Sports Max aren't covering. I think there's a player at Irwin. Is it Irwin? Irwin number 10? Irwin? Can't remember for Irwin. I think Irwin number 10. I can't remember. But I tell you, there's so much players, people. There's so much talented players out there. Wicked. Bad baller. But guess what? There's no one speaking about them. There's no one to highlight them. None whatsoever. Anyways, people, my laptop battery are dead. It's on 19% now. You're looking at Irwin at top of that group. Karen Swartz said Malachi Douglas is the definition of a central mid. 5 players can't get the ball from him. 1 touch ball move from foot. You know, Malachi Douglas remind me of Thomas Partey. Or in play very similar to what Thomas Partey play. Silky smooth on the ball. You can't press him. Makes no sense to press him. It's first touch, second touch. First touch in possession, second touch in stride. You can't touch him. Karen said, no, Roger and Partey are very similar. They are very, very similar. I wanted to watch them keenly. They are very similar. You look at they have improved on that group. Not easy for Chester anymore. True. Nobody talk about how the DC draw with Manchester either. The group that get excited, man. The group that get excited. Yeah, and you know the funny thing about it, I've never been to one of them schools down the side. I go Clarendon, but me never stretch my legs to go all the way a Mandeville. Far. But I will see what I can do. Luckily, when second round come about, the teams are going to play a closer team. So maybe they might go a bit more central. So that's a good thing. Anyways, people, may I close off now because I need to go now. Big up, massive respect to everybody who tuned in. Hopefully, guys are doing good. People, enjoy the rest of your day. Take your time, relax yourself. And I'm going to go out now to see if I can cover some of the game. Big up, people. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, MG Sports. Remember, support our sponsors. Is it here? Is it here? Stop Sports. Go over the Instagram, people. Check it out. But big up. Massive respect. Karim said, hey, a pass, me a pass, and no. Me love all college play. I mean, I understand what I mean by that. But anyways, people, big up. Massive respect, people. Tune in, Karim, to the show later again. And we can discuss that a little bit more. All right, people.